Hi, this is Barb Reed, the Wexford Stamper, and today we're going to be doing another project with the Best Dress Suite in the new mini catalog. Here's the new catalog. If you don't have one, please let me know and I'll make sure to get you one. But the Best Dress Suite is an amazing suite. And here's most of the products here. It has gorgeous designer series paper, which we're going to be using a little bit today. We're going to be using the Dress to Impress bundle, and I have that right here. It's a photopolymer set. Really, really cute images. And we're going to be using that along with the dies that come with it. So we're going to be working on this box stack that I made, and it includes 3 different boxes, 3 different sizes, all put together, stacked, and very easy to make. I thought it was a great idea for a gift for someone, a friend you might be giving chocolates or maybe some makeup or jewelry. All those little kind of items would fit right into these boxes. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we have to make the boxes, of course, and we're going to need 3 different pieces of cardstock. We're going to be using Petal Pink, we're going to be using Mint Macaron, and Highland Heather. Okay, for the large box, your piece is going to be 11 inches by 6. For the middle size box, it's going to be 9 by 5. And for the smallest box, it is 7 by 4. And don't worry about getting these written down. I have all these numbers and all these measurements on my blog. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The instructions for making all the boxes are pretty much the same, except you're going to be obviously making different size boxes. So let's go ahead and start with the largest box. Okay, I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored board, and I'm going to score on the long side at 1, 5, 6, and 10. Then I'm going to turn it to the short side. And on this side, we're going to be scoring at 1 and 5. Okay, let's do all the scoring with all our boxes and get that out of the way. Here's our middle size box. And here we're working with a piece of cardstock that is 9 by 5. And on the long side, we're going to score at 1, 4, and 5, 8. And we're going to turn it on the short side and score at 1 and 4. Okay, these are nice boxes because they're all in one piece. We're not making boxes that have a lid and a bottom. These just kind of fold closed and make it real easy to make them. All right, this is the smallest one. This is 7 by 4 inches. And we're going to score on the long side at 1, 3, 4, and 6. On the short side, we're going to score at 1 and 3. All right, we got all our scoring done. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start right here with the smallest box, the Highland Heather box. All right, I've got my bone folder, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crease on all my score lines. Get a good, nice, strong crease for all your corners. Makes the box come together very nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I crease all my score lines. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to bring in my scissors, and I'm going to cut. I'm going to hold it in the landscape position, and I'm going to cut up on all these vertical score lines. There's 4 of them there. Okay, we're making 3 little flaps that are going to be folding under and holding our box together. Okay, in order to help the box come together a little more smoothly, I'm going to take those flaps now and I'm going to wedge them in a little bit. So it gives them a little bit of space to move and find a good spot inside the box without getting all smashed up with the other pieces. I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut up on all these score lines like that. Okay, go back again and take off a little bit on each of the tabs. And okay, there we go. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get out my Tombow and I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of each one of these tabs. Don't need a lot. This Tombow goes a long way. Okay, going to put that away. And now, putting them together, I'm going to start at either end. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the tab and put it behind the side panel and just hold it there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just slip it behind the side panel and hold. And the Tombow doesn't take very long until it's ready. Okay, now this is going to be my bottom of my box. So the next set of flaps are going to go inside this box at the other end of the panel. So I'm going to flip it behind. And just hold it there. Okay, so I have my box already done there. Now for the last portion, we're going to just fold down the box. Okay, and I'm going to fold down the front of the box first and hold it there. And then I'm going to just fold down the side tabs and then bring in the side panel and just hold it like that. And that's really all you do for all three of the boxes. Okay, now if you'll notice on my boxes here, I did cut out a little bit of a place so that you can put your finger in, and I did that using my little 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm just going to slide up here on the box and just cut out, just eyeball it and cut out a little niche like that. And there's your first box. Easy as that. Okay, let's move on to our second box. This is the same process that we did before. Let's go ahead first and do all our creasing. All right. Notice it's the exact same layout for all of the boxes, making it easier. And the boxes, when they're finished, are going to be 2 by 2, 3 by 3, and 4 by 4. So they're going to stack really nicely, very symmetrically together in your stack and make it real easy to stack them and decorate them. All right, so I've kind of gone ahead and done all my cutting here and made my flaps. Now I'm going to go back and do all my little wedging all the way around. Okay, all the boxes are 1 inch tall, so that makes them easier to put in a stack. They really just get bigger on their length and their width. Okay, almost done here. I've got 2 more. All right, there we go. And there's the second. I'm going to grab my glue again, my Tombow, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on all my tabs. And then it's going to fold together just like our Highland Heather one. Pick a side where you want to start. You're going to fold your tab in and put it behind the side panel. Oops, you want to get that out of there. You want to make sure that your score line matches right up with the edge of that side panel. Okay. All right. Now this again is going to be the bottom of my box. So I'm going to go ahead and fold and put the next two panels, the next two flaps behind the other side of that same panel. And now the bottom of your box is forming again. Okay, and then to get it to fold nice and smoothly, you're going to close the box. You're going to first bring the front of your box down, and then you're going to slide your tab in and carefully put your side panels right down on those. There we go. And just hold that for a minute. Hold this one again. All right. Looks like we need a little bit of holding on this side. And remember, once you get them together, you can go ahead and get your 1/2 inch circle again. And kind of eyeball it in the front. And just cut out that little piece. And there you go. There's your second box ready to go. All right, excellent. One left. All right, this is our largest box. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take care of the creasing first. Once you get this going and find your system, these are really quick and easy boxes to make. And are perfectly fine to be used singly as well. Just a reminder, the new catalog is now launched, and we also are celebrating our celebration time at this time of year now through March. And if for every $50 you spend in the catalog, you get a free item out of the celebration catalog. So it's a great time to check out the new catalog and have an opportunity to get some free items. Always fun. Everyone loves free. All right, so there I've cut and wedged my one side of my paper. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the other. Always make sure you're putting the wedges into these small tabs and not the large panels, or you're going to see that when you glue it together. So always be taking paper away from the small flaps and not the panels. All right, there we go. Here we go. You could probably tell me what I'm going to be doing next, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of the Tombow on each of the flaps. Okay. Then I'm going to pick a side and just start putting it together. I'm going to take the first flap and fold it behind the side panel. Hold that for a little bit. Do the same with the other. Go to the second set here. Since I picked this to be the bottom of my box, I'm going to go ahead and put those flaps behind the panel on the other side. Okay, there we go. Let's hold that for just another second. All right, now we're ready to go for our top of our box. Remember, we're going to fold the front flap down first, and then we're going to fold back the flap. Front panel down first, and you're going to fold back the flap and bring down the side panel on top of it. And then you're going to hold that right there. That's our largest box. This is the 4x4 size. All right, now, last of all, we're going to go ahead and open our box and make a little spot where the recipient can kind of put their finger and open the box really easily. All right, there we go. We've got our 3 boxes all done. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our pieces of designer series paper on top of each. Okay, and what I've done is this top is 4x4, and I cut a piece of designer series paper out of the Best Dress Suite at 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on the back, and then I'm going to adhere that right to the top of my box. I only had a little 1/8 of an inch difference because I really wanted the paper to take up most of the top of the box, because when they're stacked like that, I wanted to make sure they would see as much as the paper as possible. All right, here's the second box. This box was 3 by 3, so my piece of paper, DSP here, was 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. Last one. This box is 2 by 2, so my top piece of designer series paper is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. And there they are, ready to stack. Okay, now let's go ahead and work on the tag. All right, for the tag, I cut a piece of Whisper White paper at 2.5 by 1 inch. Now I went ahead and I stamped and colored and die cut out these 2 items that are going to be going on the tag, the lipstick and the little flower. These are both from the Dress to Impress stamp set. All right, then I'm going to take the Hello Fabulous, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp that towards the end of the tag. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to take my punch, and I'm going to punch up here in the top left-hand corner of the strip, like that. Okay, my fingers are sticky and I keep sticking there. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and apply these 2 pieces to my tag. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put down my lipstick first. And that just goes like this across. Don't want to cover up that hole, so make sure you keep it to the right of the hole. And then with my flower, I colored the flower using Petal Pink, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on a dimensional. And then I'm going to stick that right, I think I put it right on top. Yes, right on top of the, oops, let's turn it this way. There we go. Now that's just like the other one. Now on this one here, I rounded the edges of the tag. That's really your choice. I think I like it not rounded in this case, but you can do it however you like. Okay, we are almost finished. We just need to bring in the ribbon, and the ribbon we're going to use is actually from a different suite, but it is in the Petal Pink. It's metallic edged ribbon, but I think it just matches perfectly with what we need here. There's also an option to use this mint macaron ribbon, which is also very pretty. So it's kind of up to you. You could actually probably use them both together. That would be really pretty. All right, so let's take a real big piece here. Because nothing's worse than cutting one that's too small and you don't find out till you get there. All right, so we've got all our boxes stacked. We've got all our little punched out holes in the front of the box so it looks nice and uniform. Now we're going to stack and bring the ribbon up to the top of the stack. This is the hardest part. Okay, now before I tie the bow, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to thread on my tag. Okay, so here's the tag. I'm going to take it through the hole. And then I'm going to pull here on top again, trying to make sure all the boxes are stacked and my ribbon is not twisted. Okay, here we go. Good luck to me. And we're going to tie the bow on top. I think it might be okay. You never know. I kind of hold my breath in the bow tying process. How about you guys? Okay. Going to bring in those loops a little bit. Let's bring our tag over top. And now I'm going to cut these a little bit. I like them kind of hanging over the edge, so I'm going to maybe cut like that so they can still hang a bit over the side. And there it is. Now I've got two. So if you have any questions on how to make the box, please check on my blog for all the dimensions and all the products I've used. Remember, if there's anything you'd like, you can find my online store on my blog. Please message me if you have any questions about the project. Thanks again, and see you again real soon.